This is Peary Habits Level 2, musical lesson number 1. Okay, so you're ready to start your first new musical piece in Peary Habits Level 2. So the first musical piece we're learning is Aura-Lee, which is found in the L&M 1B book. So here it is. It looks just like our 1A book, but we're doing practical out of 1A still, and then we'll learn this first musical piece out of 1B. And it's on page 73. Okay, so every time we start learning a new musical piece, do you remember how we practice it? We do a special thing for our 5 times that day. Okay, did you say Fern? Very good. Okay, so we use our good friend Fern. Can you remember what the letters in Fern stand for? So the F stands for fingers or fingering. So we make sure that our hand position is correct, that our fingers are curved, thumbs on the key or under, and also that we're playing with the correct finger numbers. The E in Fern stands for expression. Okay, we're going to learn a new musical expression in Aura-Lee. We'll talk about that in just a second. The R in Fern stands for rhythm. So that makes sure that we're keeping on beat and holding long notes as long as they need to be and keeping very steady on all of our quarter notes. And then the N, the final letter, notes. Okay, great. So that's when we make sure that we're playing the notes correctly. So this week we're going to learn line 1 of Aura-Lee. And you can look at the music, but you'll probably learn it faster if you can just memorize it and listen to it a lot and do it a lot by ear. But whatever way you learn it fastest is great. So we're going to learn line 1 using Fern. So let's just go through all the Fern steps. So fingers, right hand's going to start on middle C. Left hand's going to start on F with finger 5. And then the other note that left hand's going to play pretty soon is this B flat. So you're going to want to put your second finger on this black key right here, just to get ready. Okay, it starts with playing hands together, but I'm just going to show it to you hands alone for the fingers. So here's the right hand first. It goes 1, 4, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. That tune might sound familiar, especially if you're an Elvis fan. Okay, here's the left hand. Left hand doesn't have as many notes, but there's something else trickier about the left hand that we'll talk about in a second. So here's finger 5, then it's going to go to finger 2, then lastly to finger 3. And you see how my thumb is under the whole time and I'm playing very curved. Make sure you do that too. Okay, here's the expression when you're doing Aura-Lee. So in Aura-Lee, we're going to learn to keep our one hand down playing smooth while the other hand does a lift. So the hand that's going to be playing smoothly is the right hand, and the left hand's going to be lifting off and coming back down to play. So I'll show you where this happens. Right there's our magic note. Finger 5G, your left hand's going to come up. That's how you're going to practice your expression this week. Let me show you again. You see, my right hand's still down, but my left hand came up. Okay, so I'm going to do it again, but go on so you can see what to do right after. And now here's another magic note. So there are 2 magic notes on line 1. We want to circle them in your music so you can remember. The first one is right here. That's when your left hand is going to lift off. The second one is right here. That's the next note your left hand is going to lift off. So your right hand needs to be playing smoothly that whole time. That's our big new musical expression trick we learn in Orally. So let me go through the first line showing you both of our magic notes. Here we go. Off, then off. You can't do it any sooner or any later. Now let's work on our rhythm. Ready, go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you're doing the expression in the right places, the rhythm kind of takes care of itself in the left hand. That's why I was just counting the right hand. Last, you'll practice for notes. So here are the notes in the right hand. I'll play these hands alone. Right hand begins on C. Ready? Go. C, F, E, F, G, D, G, F, E, D, E, F. With a couple exceptions of these big skips, like the big fourth that we start out with, and a fourth here, you should be able to sight read almost all the rest of the notes because they're just steps going down and up. So you can try looking at the music if you forget. It just starts with that 1 to 4, and then from there you should be okay. Let's look at the left hand. Left hand starts on F, then it lifts and we'll land on this B flat. We'll lift again and land on the A. Okay, so after you make sure all your notes are correct, you can cross the N off on your chart. And then what's the last thing we do with Fern? We play through the piece one more time, and we mark off all the different parts of Fern that we did perfectly. By the end of the week, you should be able to get all F-E-R-N marked off in one try. That's your goal. So practice Orally Fern every day, line 1, 5 days this week. If you want to send me in a video this week, it would be great so I can see your new musical technique. And work hard on Orally, and I look forward to hearing you.